Hi, welcome to my science session. Today we can discuss for shape and strength of class 6. What gives shape to your body or what gives strength to your body? Yeah, it's bones. Bones and muscles will be giving shape as well as strength to your body. Today we will be discussing about bones. So just observe this figure. Now you can see different types of organisms here. Just look at the outer shell of these organisms. Now you can see some of the organisms' outer shells are very hard, some are less hard. What is the need of these shells for these organisms? Yeah, these shells protect all the organisms from external shock and injury. This outer shell forms the framework of the body and that is called one skeleton. So we can study mainly about skeleton in this session. So just look, what is skeleton? Skeleton, we can say skeleton is the framework of our body and it will be protecting all the internal organs from shock and injury, as well as it helps in the movement also. So see, you have seen skeleton in different organisms. In some organisms, you can see skeleton inside the body, and in some organisms, you can see skeleton outside the body. Can you say the organisms whose skeleton are outside the body as well as inside the body? According to the presence of the skeleton inside and outside, skeleton is classified into two. One is endoskeleton. Endoskeleton means skeleton inside the body and it will be developing within the skin and in the deeper body tissues. Mainly what about us? For us it is endoskeleton. Then for all animals we can say it is endoskeleton. Just think, if there is no skeleton in your body, if there is no bones in your body, how will you appear? You will be appearing like a spongy ball, isn't it? So the skeleton inside the body, it is called endoskeleton. In the same way, skeleton outside the body, they are called what? Exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is seen in crab, cockroach, snail, etc. So we have studied two types of skeleton, endoskeleton and exoskeleton. I have seen scales on fishes, reptiles, in the same way feathers on birds, as well nails and hooves on animals, cows, goats and all. All these are the remnants of or remains of exoskeleton. In the same way, there are some organisms which have both endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Which are the organisms having both endo and exoskeleton? That is tortoise and crocodile. Just think about crocodile. Crocodile, on the body surface there are some scales, that is exoskeleton. Inside the body also there are some bones, that is endoskeleton. In the same way tortoise also. So these are the two animals that have both endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Have you thought about your skeleton? Have you seen your skeleton? Just look, this is your skeleton, human body skeleton. Human body skeleton is made up of bones. Now how many bones are there? Do you know? When you are born, you will be having around 300 bones in your body. But when you are growing, what is happening to these 300 bones, you know? These bones will fuse together and forms 206 bones. So in an adult body, there are 206 bones. So you can see different parts of the skeleton. Now we can study the different parts of the skeleton in detail one by one. First we can study about skull. What do you know about skull? Yeah, skull is made up of both flat bones as well as curved bones. And here skull is protecting the most important delicate organ in our body. Which is that most important delicate organ? It is brain. You know, brain is the controlling center of all our body activities. So it needs protection from external injury. That is, brain is protected by a bony chamber called skull. Not only brain, our eyes are also protected by the skull. In the eye socket, eyes are there. And in the skull, only the lower jaw is movable. All other parts are immovable. All other parts we can't move, it is fixed. Only lower jaw is movable. And this lower jaw is movable for eating as well as for talking. So, skull protects the brain. Then another part of the skeleton is ribs. Just look at ribs. Now ribs, it consists of 12 pairs of bones. That means 24 bones. And it is protecting our lungs and heart. Lungs and heart are protected by our rib cage. And next, vertebral column. Vertebral column is made up of S-shaped bones. Many small bones combines together to form the vertebral column. And another name of it is backbone. And what is protecting? No, vertebral column protects the spinal cord. Spinal cord is protected by the vertebral column or vertebra. Then another part is bones of leg and hand. What is the use of this bones of leg and hand? Bones of leg and hand is used for moving. Small bones are joined together in these legs as well as hand, and this helps in the movement of our body. And you must also know that the longest bone in your body is the leg bone, that is the thigh bone, which is the shortest bone. We have already studied. The shortest bone is stapes, and that is in the ear, and the longest bone is thigh bone. So, now we have seen the bones of leg and hand. See, all these bones are very hard and strong. You know what is this bones made up of? Bones is made up of a compound called calcium phosphate. So, you have to include calcium as well as phosphorus rich food for the health of your bones. Drink lot of milk as well as include leafy vegetables, fish and all in your diet. Now see, there are some bones which are very soft, and these soft bones are called cartilages. Now you can see these cartilages. Cartilages can be seen in ears, nose and all. Now in order to keep your bones healthy and strong, you have to follow proper posture also. That is, while you are standing, you have to stand straight. While you are sitting, you have to sit straight. Otherwise, what happens, you know, your backbone will be having some problems and back pain will be there. So, you follow correct posture as well as take calcium and phosphorus rich food for the health of your bones. So, just we have discussed about the skeleton, the functions of skeleton, different types of skeleton and about the different parts of human skeleton. I hope you have understood this. Now, next class we can study about different joints of our body. Okay, bye children. Thank you.